Hi, and welcome to episode 3 of 90 Seconds, our live show series where you get to see us solve your questions. Today, Asaf will be joining us. Welcome.
Hi there.
He is one of our in-house Elementor expert employees with many years of experience creating websites. And on a side note, he built our current end-of-the-year showcase page entirely with Elementor. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out after the show, of course, and go vote. Okay, so how is this going to work? First off, the show is for you. So go ahead and ask your questions in the chat. Make sure that they're Elementor related. Could be designs, could be layouts, certain effects. Also maybe about using features that you're less experienced with. We will choose 10 questions from the chat and have 90 seconds to solve each one. When the time is up, you get to decide what to do. Either we continue solving it or we go on to the next one. And as a little thank you from us, participants that ask questions in the chat, they'll be entered into a raffle to win an awesome prize. I will announce the winner at the end of the event, so go ahead and ask away. To get the ball rolling, what we'll do is we'll start with an interesting question from the hub. So, let's start. Question number 1 from Machik. He says, is there any chance to create my own pop-up close button? Alright, so this sounds like something that dynamic action links can do. Asaf, are you ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds. Let's start the clock.
Let's go. Okay, so I've already uploaded one of our pop-up templates. So as you can see, we have the default icon, the close icon over here. Let's hide this button.
So hold on, first off, you're in the pop-up settings, right?
In the pop-up settings.
You clicked on the cog in the bottom left.
So I'll hide the close button, and I'll go to the widgets panel, and I'm dragging an icon widget. It could be any widget you want.
Cool, so instead of that default close button, we're using the icon widget.
So I'll pick my own custom SVG icon. I will style it a bit, so it won't look so huge. Yeah, I'll give it some padding.
You can really position it.
Yeah, okay, so I think it looks good. And now I'll go back to the link options. As you can see,
so you're in content tab in the link options.
I'll click the dynamic tag and I'll scroll under the actions part and I'll click the pop-up. To set the action, I'll click the wrench icon and I'll click turn off. Okay.
So we're in the link field.
Yeah, and I'll select the close pop-up option. And there you go. If you want, you can also toggle the don't show again.
Okay, let's zoom out. So basically what you did is you set that icon to dynamically close the pop-up when they click on it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we hope that answers the question. Thank you, Asaf. We made it. Let's move on to the next question. Christian on Facebook is asking how to align the bullet to the top of a list widget when there is more than one line. Alright.
Are we talking the icon list? Okay.
The icon list, yes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds, let's do it.
Okay, so I'll go to widget panel and I'll search for the icon list, and we have it over here. As you can see, we're starting with one line, so I'll copy, like, let's say this huge block of text here, and I'll paste it here. So the default action is the icon obviously aligns to the center.
So we can zoom in, yeah.
So the quickest way to do this is just...
so what you do is you just right-click and went to inspect.
I went to the inspect panel, and now I see the entire list row. So as you can see, I have a list icon item, which contains the list item icon and the text. So if I select the list icon item selector, I'll go to the advanced tab under the custom CSS, and I'll click selector to select only this widget, and I'll pass the class for the icon list row, and also add the class, like the action I want to do is align items, flex start, and the icons are now aligned to the top. If I want, I could maybe tweak it a bit more, but our time is
Okay,
up.
great. So you
Yeah.
got the class from the widget, and then you use the selector to select only that widget, and apply this custom CSS in the advanced field of the icon list widget. Thank you. We hope that answers the question. Let's move on to the next one. Rema on YouTube is asking how to limit the amount of numbers in a form. For example, only 10 numbers for a phone number in a form, not less. Okay, so to limit the amount of numbers in a form, for example, for a phone number, so it will be only 10 and not less.
I'm afraid this would require some custom PHP code, so I think we'll keep it.
All right, so maybe we can
out of
answer
our
it
scope,
later on,
yeah.
and let's move on to another question. Let's have a look. All right, so Kaisa is asking how to edit blog H1 so that part of the text is smaller. For example, first line 20 pixels and the second line 30 pixels. Okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds. Asaf, let's do it.
So we'll use the custom CSS once again, and I'll set this title. You could also do it with any title you want. And let's say I'll wrap the part of the text that I want smaller with a span. That's an HTML tag. Okay, so now I will inspect to get the class for the title itself, which is basically the same on all the heading widgets, which is Elementor heading title. I'll copy that, and under the Advanced tab in the Custom CSS, I'll click once again Selector to only select this widget. I'll pass the class for the title, and I'll add the span I just added. So now I can set my font size to anything I want, and that's it.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Thank you. I think that answers the question. Let's move on to the next one. Majid on YouTube is asking, how can I add WhatsApp chat to my contact page? WhatsApp chat to my contact page.
But
What do you think you could mean?
I could maybe add a dynamic link to the WhatsApp.
All right.
With personal WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try that out. I hope that is the question that was asked. But let's do it. Let's start the clock. 90 seconds. Let's go.
Okay. So I'll drag an icon widget, and I'll select the WhatsApp icon. You could also upload your own icon if you want. Let's say we'll give it a background. And under the link options, I'll click the dynamic tag. I'll scroll to contact URL. And once again, I'll click the wrench icon. And on type, I will select the WhatsApp. So over here, I just need to paste my phone number, my mobile number, and any user that will click on this icon will instantly, it will open his WhatsApp on his phone, and he can have a chat with me.
And you can do that on any icon widget or any widget basically with
Any
the link.
widget with a link.
Okay, that's great. Well, we hope that answers the question. Thanks. Let's move on to the next question. All right. Next question. Simon on the hub is asking Elementor Forms. What he wants to do is he wants to include a shortcode for the post title in the email to responder. He wants to know if that exists. For example, his email to, and let me just, the teleprompter is, let me know. What he wants to do is his email to, for example, he says email to would say, thanks for applying for the job of, and then it would be followed by the field ID post title. He wants to know, where do I get this meta or shortcode to use in the message body of a reply. He says he tried the hidden form field with dynamic tag, but it didn't work. So, Asaf, shall we try it? I think what he wants is he wants when people fill in the form,
the right direction.
they get an email by themselves after filling in the form. And okay, cool. Email to 90 seconds. Let's go.
Okay, so I have a form which I've created. I'll go to the form fields, and I'll add a new hidden field, which is a field type, hidden.
This is a field that the viewer, the visitor, they won't see it.
Yeah. So under the Advanced tab, I will change the ID, like let's say post title, and under the default value, I'll click the dynamic tag and I'll select the post title.
So when you created the ID, it automatically generated the shortcode at the bottom over there.
So all I have to do right now is take this shortcode, go over to my email to preference, and in the message area I can type in my message like hi.
So this is the email that they would receive after filling in this form.
Yeah. This is the page title, and I'll pass the shortcode.
So now, if this form is on any other page, whatever page they're on, when they fill it in and they fill in the form,
dynamically populate this area with the page title.
So they would directly see the page title in their email too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we hope that answers the question. Let's move on to the next one. Fictitious Maximus on YouTube is asking how to create a circular counter with a circle around it that fills with a number inside it. Okay, so maybe the counter widget. Asaf, what do you think is might want to achieve?
I'm trying to
yes.
figure out
a
exactly
circular counter. Okay,
yeah.
So like maybe the counter widget with a circle around it that fills with a number inside it.
Let's give it a try.
Okay.
Let's see what we'll come up with.
So we're going to try to attempt this question. Thank you. And Asaf, 90 seconds. Let's do it.
Okay, so I'll search for the counter widget. I'll drag it over here. I'll just change the section to vertical align to the middle. Okay, so we have our counter widget, and we can change the start number and the end number. So I'm guessing there's a few things we can do, like set the position to inline under the advanced tab. Let's align this to the center, and I could give this widget a border, like let's say a solid pixel border, and the border radius of 50%. And we could tweak the the padding to make it. I think that it's not completely. Yeah, 40. Okay.
All right.
So we can add some padding. This is one option. I hope.
We've got 20 seconds left.
That's.
Want to show something else?
What you meant.
No, I think this is good.
Yeah.
All right, Asaf, thank you. We really hope that it answers the question. Let's move on to the next one. Satish on YouTube is asking how to align an image box and an icon box to the left or right in mobile responsive mode.
An image box.
So an image box or an icon box to the left or the right in the mobile responsive mode.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds, let's do it.
So let's drag an image box. Let's take the image box. So on desktop we can change the layout for the image to be on the left, but on the mobile, when we click the responsive icon, and I'll switch to the mobile view, so the widget is automatically set to display vertically. So I'll use CSS to accomplish it. So I'll look for the container that holds all the elements inside here, okay, which is called Elementor image box wrapper. I'll copy that selector, and under the advanced tab I'll go to the custom CSS. I'll hit the selector, which only selects this widget, and after that I'll add the wrapper class, and I'll set it to display flex wrap. No, I think it's a bit stubborn, this one.
This is a stubborn widget.
Yeah.
Alright, we've got 10 seconds. Let's see.
Yeah, I think it would require some more CSS, but
alright, so
let's not delay.
Alright, no, but actually let's ask in the chat to see if they want to actually see, time is up, if they want to see the solution. please let us know in the chat. We'll just wait a little bit and collect all the replies. If you want us to continue with this question, please let us know in the chat. If not, we will continue with the next one. So we'll just wait a little bit.
Or we can get back to it later.
What's that?
We can also get back to it later, if you want.
Alright, let's have a look. In the meantime, how are you doing?
Doing great.
You're doing really great. It's a little bit stressful, right? But it's,
people are very interested in CSS.
Yeah?
So
it looks like it.
maybe we should start like a course on the subject.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, so did we get an answer? We should continue. We are continuing with the CSS. As you said, people like it. Let's get this solution. So you selected the...
Okay, so my image box and the icon box contains several elements, which is the box content and the image box, which all sit under the box wrapper.
So that's the parent wrapper.
Yeah. So let me check again that I've pasted the code correctly, because the
wrapper without the R at the end.
yeah, okay, so silly mistake. So okay, so now I see my code, but the elements still won't listen. So let's just set each element's width. So I'll copy the image part.
So you're going to select each
And I'll set
separate
its
part.
flex width to, let's say, 30%. No, it still don't want to listen. I don't know what.
A very, very stubborn widget. Alright.
Yep.
Well, maybe we can get back to this question,
Yeah.
or either we can answer it in the comment section as well. Thank you for sticking with us. Let's move on to the next question. Uri on YouTube is asking, hi guys, any advice to create a transparent sticky header? He says, I always use negative margin, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So he wants to get advice on creating a transparent sticky header, maybe without negative margin. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, 90 seconds, let's do it.
So open through the Finder my header.
That's Command or Control E.
Command E, yeah, or Control. I'll click to open it. So this header is currently using the negative margin, which we don't want.
Alright. Maybe shall we refresh?
Yeah, let's refresh it. Okay, so I'll disable this negative margin, and I'll go to the custom CSS for the entire section of my header, and I'll go to the CSS panel and I'll hit selector, position absolute. So as you can see, my entire header is just
So it's removed from the flow of the elements on the page.
So let's give it a width of 100%. Okay, so now it sits exactly where we want it. So I'll update the page and I'll refresh the page I'm currently working on. Oh, we forgot to say sticky. Yeah,
the most important part.
Yeah.
So on this section, what you did is you went to Advanced tab in Motion Effects and set it to sticky top.
Yes, and yeah, that's it.
Time is up, but let's just scroll to see it.
We have a transparent header.
All right.
Without negative margins.
Okay, great. Okay, so we can work on this a little bit more to tweak it, of course, but we hope that it answers the question.
Yeah.
And now we're going on to our last question for this episode. Kaushik on Facebook is asking how to change an image position over a widget text and apply rotate animation to it. So how to change an image position over a widget or text and apply a rotate animation to it. What do you think?
Let's just try to
break it down.
Break it down, yeah.
Okay. So he wants to change the image position Okay.
Okay, an image widget. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over a widget or text, and apply the rotate animation to it. Okay, so that sounds like motion effects. Maybe get the yeah. Okay, 90 seconds. Asaf, this is our last question.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we already have like a scroll element, but let's add a new one. So I'll just drag an image here. Let's select, I don't know, maybe this image.
Cool.
Okay, it's a bit large. So let's change the width a bit. And I'll set the position to absolute. So now it's over our content.
Mm-hmm.
We can obviously play around with the position, but we'll go to the motion effect because that's what we're after. And we'll hit the scroll effects, and under the rotate option, we'll just select rotate. We have rotate to the left or to the right. And now the image will rotate on mouse scroll.
That's great.
So we can also add like a horizontal or vertical scroll. So the image.
And you can do this on any widget. So it can be an icon, it can be an image, anything you want. You can use that in the advanced tab for motion effects. Oh, that's a cool one. Very cool. All right. So we hope that answers the question. And that's it. That was the last question. Thank you. And let's have a look. Alright, so the third episode has come to an end. First of all, I just want to get a big round of applause for Asaf. Really did a really great job. So we hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did and you learned something new. Now it's time for the raffle. Okay, so there were many questions and thank you for that. The only question remains is who's going to get that $100 gift card from Amazon. Last week it was Hamza who won the raffle. Let's see who will win today. You ready? Let's see. The winner is Christian Lakoya. Congratulations, Christian. Please contact us today at 90seconds@Elementor.com so we can give it to you. And that's it. Thank you for joining and see you in the next episode, set to take place December 23rd, exactly 2 weeks from now. So keep your eyes open on our social media and come prepared with your how-to questions. Also, go ahead and check out our experts network where you will find Elementor experts just like Asaf and Roy from the previous episode. Also, the show is for you, so we'd like to get your feedback just to make it even better. Thank you and ciao for now.
Bye.